Hello, Forumites. Welcome to another Ram Tale. This one's going to be good. So here's the deal. Today, I'm not heading to a UFC event, even though there is Ultimate Fight Night 25 down in Battle in the Bayou in New Orleans. I'm not even heading to a professional MMA event today. This evening, what I have on tap is an amateur mixed martial arts promotion being held here in the Central Virginia area. And I am really excited about this because amateur mixed martial arts is a portion of our sport which is vastly underdeveloped and underappreciated and underutilized. If you look at at any other sport out there, especially any of the big 3 or 4 mainstream sports, they all have an amateur level. They all have high school, collegiate, and in some cases semi-pro leagues in which these players are able to hone their skills and find out whether or not this is actually something they can do for the rest of their lives, or if it's just something that they can enjoy. They find out whether or not they cut it, which is not something that our sport is quite old enough to have yet. Unfortunately, I feel like in a lot of cases, in a lot of regions across the nation, a lot of times it's a situation where if you want to be an MMA fighter, your only option is to go pro. So you'll have guys who are getting there for their very first, full contact event, other than, training in the gym, going in there with, full moves, full strikes, and possibly not finding out until it's, too late that this isn't what's for them. So I think it's really exciting that we're getting, what seems to be a quality amateur promotion that only focuses on the amateur fighters here in Virginia. And as if that wasn't enough to make me want to go and support them, this promotion is owned and put on by our very own Boomer. So besides wanting to promote our sport from the ground level up, I also get to support one of my best friends, one of the first guys that I ever met as I became a member of the forums and as I began my Ram Tales going to live events. So that's really exciting. And then to add an even deeper level of awesomeness to this, I'm not even heading straight over to the fights, which are being held in Louisa, hence the name Fight Night Louisa. I'm actually first heading about halfway up to D.C. to meet up with my parents to pick up my little brother. He just had his his third high school football game up there. He played actually against the same school that the Obama girls go to. But he just finished his game up there, so I'm going up to meet him about halfway up 95, pick him up, and then cut west across the state to head to the Betty J. Queen Intergenerational Center. I believe that's the name of it. Boomer, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, we're heading up there. And this is really cool because this will be Josh's very first live event. And I'm really excited to kind of introduce him to this. He's watched Spike TV, he's watched Versus, he's seen Tough. I think he's come to see a couple of the pay-per-views out at the sports bar with me and Dad. He's watched fights over my shoulder, but this will be the first time that he's ever been to an event live. And I think it's really going to be a lot of fun to kind of, to see him catch the excitement, catch that fever that only a live show can bring to you. And actually, now that I think about it, Boomer, if you could help me out, I got Josh and I cage side seats. So Boomer, if you could just talk to each of the fighters before they go on, head out there, and just let them know that if they get any sort of a cut, if they could just kind of, just sling, kind of toss it, sling it out the cage, and kind of, try to splatter it on Josh. I think that would really, help with his, the visceral reaction to really enjoy the situation. But anyway, that's what I'm headed off to. I'm really pumped about this. I'm really expecting just a great, fun night of fights and hanging out with my brother. And hopefully, I'll be able to convince him to get in on some of the Ram Tail action. So I'll see you around the boards.